Hello and welcome. We are on simply supported beam, still under double integration method. All right, so we'll be considering case one. Now, case one is nothing but a simply supported beam of span L carrying a point load at the midspan. Now, this beam is what is symmetrical. All right, this beam is symmetrical. We have a reaction at A. We also have a reaction at B because the beam is what is simply supported. Now at the midspan we have a load which is W. This implies that what our reaction at A will be carrying what half of what W. Our reaction at B will also be carrying half of W. So our RA is W all over 2. Our RB is W all over 2. Secondly, you have to note that the maximum deflection will be what will be at the midspan, and at the midspan where we have the maximum deflection, slope is always equal to 0. So take note of that. At where we have the maximum deflection, slope is always equal to what 0. So we are just going to be having slope what at the ends of the beam. Now whatever happens to this beam, because it's symmetrical, whatever happens to what half of this beam happens to what the other half. So whatever happens between AC is still the same thing as what happens between C and B. So we'll be considering what this part AC. Now we are asked to consider a section XS at a distance X from what from the end A. All right, so we're taking moment at what at the section XX. So our moment, taking moment about the section XX will be equals to what force times perpendicular distance. Our force is what RA, which is W all over 2, multiplied by the perpendicular distance, which is what X. So we have RA, which is W all over 2, multiplied by what multiplied by X. So this is what we have for our moment. Now if you recall, we proved in our first video when we were introducing deflection of beam that we proved the relationship between slope, deflection and radius of curvature, and we say moment is equal to what EI d square y all over what the S square. So recall that our moment M is equal to EI d square y all over what all over the S square. Now if we substitute moment for this here, we are going to be having EI d square y all over what all over the S square to be equals to W all over what all over 2x. So this is what we have. Now we are going to be integrating this with respect to x. So if we integrate EI d square y all over what all over the S square equals to what the integral of what W x all over what all over 2 with respect to x. We are integrating with respect to x. Now if you integrate EI d square y all over the S square, you have EI what dy all over the x. If you integrate, we are going to be taking W outside, which is constant. If you get x all over 2, you have what x to the power of what 2 all over 2. That is, it will give us x to the power of 2 all over 4, because 2 multiplied by 2 is 4, plus what plus C1, where C1 is what our constant of integration. So this will be EI dy all over the x equal to W. This will be W x square all over what all over 4 plus what plus C1, which where C1 is what constant of integration. Now we are going to be applying some boundary conditions. For this, we are going to be taking boundary conditions at point C first. At C, we know that x equals to what x will be equals to L all over 2, and what and the y over the x will be equals to 0. How do we know the y over x equals to 0? Is because at where we have what at where deflection is maximum, slope is equals to 0. So at C, we have x to be equals to what L all over 2, and what the y over the x at C is equals to 0. So if we substitute x equals to L over 2 and the y over x equals to 0 here, we are going to get the value of C1. All right, so can we do that under here? So we have EI into 0 equals to what W into x L my L over 2 all square all over what all over 4 plus C1. This is what we have. Now this is 0 here. L to the power of 2 is S squared, 2 to the power of 2 is 4. 4 times what 4 is what 16. So we'll be left with WS square all over what all over 16 plus C1. So 0 will be equal to WL square all over what all over 16 plus C1. It implies that what? C1 will be equals to minus W L to the power of 2 all over what? All over 16. So this is what we have. So now we'll substitute the value of C1 back here. All right. So this implies that we are going to have EI dy all over dx to be equal to W S square all over 4 minus our value of C1, which is what? WL all square all over what? All over 16. So this is what we have. Now we are going to be applying boundary conditions, but take note that this is what? This is our slope equation. This is our slope equation, right? This is our slope equation. So we are going to be applying boundary conditions at point A. Now at point A, we know that what? X is equal to what? 0 at point A. So at A, X is equal to 0. If you substitute X equals to 0 here, it implies that we have EI dy all over dx to be equals to W 0 all to the power of 4 all over 4 minus what? What do we have? We have W L to the power of 2 all over 16. This is what we have. Now you know that we have 0 here, so this is gone. So this will be nothing but what? EI dy all over dx to be equals to minus WL to the power of 2 all over what? All over 16. This is what we have. Now if we make dy all over the x the subject, we'll divide both sides by EI. So if we do that, dy all over the x, which is still the same thing as theta, which is still the same thing as our theta. So this will be what? This will be theta A now, because of course we don't have slope at this point, and we are applying the boundary conditions of A. So this will be nothing but what? Theta A. So it will be equal to minus W L to the power of 2 all over what? 16 EI. So this is our value for what? For slope at what? At A. All right. So next we are going to be looking for our deflection. How do we get our deflection? We are going to be integrating the slope equation. To get our deflection or our maximum deflection, we are going to be integrating the slope equation. If we integrate the slope equation, we have the integral of EI dy all over dx to be equals to the integral of W x square all over 4 minus W L to the power of 2 all over what? All over 16. So this is what we have. Now if we integrate this, yes, this is what we have. We are integrating with respect to x. If you integrate EI dy all over the x, you have EIY. If you integrate x square, WS square all over 4, you have WS cube all over what? All over 3. 3 multiplied by 4 is what? Is 12. If you integrate WL square all over 16, you have WS square x all over what? All over 16. So this will be EIY to be equals to this will be W. This will be x cube all over what? All over 12. And this will be minus W L square x all over 16. This is what we have, plus what? C2. Yes, this is what we have. Now we are looking for y max, of course, so we can just say EI. Okay, before then we will apply our boundary conditions. Sorry about that. Before then we can apply our boundary conditions. Now at A, s is equals to what? At A, s is equals to 0 and y is equal to 0. At A, x is equal to 0 and y is equal to 0. So why is y equal to 0? Of course, we know that at the simply supported beam we have no vertical what? Movement. There's no vertical movement. So y will be equal to 0 here, and at A, this is where x is starting from. So x is also equal to 0. So applying boundary conditions at A, x is equal to 0 and y is also equal to 0. If I substitute x equal to 0 and y is equal to 0 here, we have ei 0 to be equal to w 0 to the power of 3 all over 12 minus w l square multiplied by 0 all over 16 plus c2. This is plus c2. Now it is obvious here that c2 will be equal to 0. 0 multiplied by this is gone, 0 multiplied by this is gone, 0 multiplied by this is gone. So c2 will be equal to 0. If I substitute c2 is equal to 0 here, I'm just going to be having this. So this is eiy equal to wx all to the power of 3 all over 12 minus what? W l square x all over what? All over 16. This is what we have. Now we can then apply, we can now apply our conditions. All right, we can now apply our conditions at what? At c. Now at c we know that what? X is equals to what? L all over 2. All right, to get the maximum deflection we apply boundary conditions at c. Now applying boundary conditions at c, we know that x is equals to what? X is equals to L all over 2. X is equals to L all over 2. Now if I substitute X is equals to L over 2 here, I have ei y max to be equals to W into what? L over 2 all to the power of 3 all over what? All over 12 minus W L square multiplied by what? L over 2 all over what? All over 16. Now this is what we have. So let's simplify this. Let's simplify this. L to the power of 3 is L cube. 2 to the power of 3 is 8. 8 multiplied by 12 will give us what? Whatever values will give us, that's what we will use here. So here we have L WL square multiplied by L. This is WL cube all over 2. 2 multiplied by 16 is nothing but 32. So this will be EIY max equals to W L to the power of 3 all over 8 multiplied by 12 is what? Is 96. So we have 96 here. This will be minus WL to the power of 3 all over what? All over 32. This is what we have. Now we are going to be taking the LCM. The LCM of 96 and 32 is what? Is 96. All right. So we have EI y max to be equals to what? We have 96. 96 divided by 96 is 1. 1 multiplied by the numerator here is W L to the power of 3 minus 96 divided by 32 will be what? Will be 3. All right. So this will be minus 3 W L to the power of 3. Yes, this is what we have. Now, W L to the power of 3 minus 3 W L to the power of 3 will be nothing but what? Minus 2 W L to the power of 3. So this is y max here equal to minus what? 2 W L to the power of 3 all over what? All over 96. 96 divided by 2 will give us what? 2 here is 1. 2 here will be what? This will be nothing but we have 2 here, 1, 2 here. This is 48. So our EI y max will be equals to minus W L to the power of 3 all over what? All over 48. If you divide both sides by EI, y max will be equals to minus W L to the power of 3 all over what? 48 EI. Now this is our maximum deflection for this case. The minus sign has already indicated that what? The deflection is what? Is downward. So that is it for case 1. We'll be back with case 2. If you need the material of this note as it is well simplified, you can reach out to us for your own copy. Just click on the link on our description. It will take you on to our WhatsApp channel where you can place your order. So be sure to like, share and subscribe this video. Thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one.